Hi guys, Tracy and Doss. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite show, Married at First Sight Australia. This is the second episode of the season, and so far I am loving every bit of it. This particular episode was also very good, and I love the people that they're pairing up together. Everybody has their own nuances, and I'm here for it. So the show starts off with Alyssa, and a very happy Alyssa at that. She is really enjoying David. I mean, how could you not? He's gorgeous, and he's just really soft-spoken, and I just love his energy. I think it's really good and calming for her, and she's just kind of like a giddy little schoolgirl, which is so cute to see. They feel very comfortable together, and they're both shocked at how comfortable they both feel with each other, and they learn, even though they want to go somewhere very warm and beachy, they are having a snowy honeymoon. It's going to be romantic and great. It doesn't really matter where they go together, as long as they're together. Rachel and Steven also off to a fun start. She cannot stop laughing though. I wonder if that's going to get on his nerves. It's already kind of getting on my nerves a little. Not bad already. I'm like, oh my God, stop laughing all the time. But maybe he loves it. Maybe he's here for that. But they seemingly start off very relaxed and easygoing as well. And they are going to a town in the central region of New South Wales. It's pretty famous, and it is described as a nest in the hills. So also not tropical, but I think that it's romantic. So I think that maybe the beachy vibe is too much of a distraction, and they want everybody really to snuggle in and spend time together. And so maybe that's why they're getting these different places to go to. Luke's story is interesting. He is a farmer, and he lives a simple life, and he has lost his dad like many of us have, and although it's been 6.5 years, he really had a hard time with that, very close with his dad, and just didn't have the energy to put into a relationship. But I think he does now. He's really excited about putting his energy into a future bride. I think the problem was that he watched his dad suffer so much with cancer that it just broke his heart in a million pieces, and he's been spending this time to heal and put those pieces back together. So I totally get it. It's hard watching somebody you love suffer. So Luke is matched with Mel, and she wants a masculine man who takes on the masculine roles. There's nothing wrong with that. I love a masculine man. I think it's really nice. It brings out your feminine side. She loves being feminine and taking on the girly roles and doing all the feminine role things in a relationship. So I'm hopeful this is going to be a great match. It's been 5 years since both of them have been in a relationship. So might take a little time to get back in the groove. Luke shows up late to his very own wedding. No, you can't do that. He forgot the rings. Now, in his defense, I mean, isn't that your best man or whatever's duty to make sure the rings go from point A to point B? I think it is. I'm not really sure, but I mean, he should have made sure. But he's nervous, you guys. He's got his mind on other things. You think his family and friends would have made sure that happened, but they had to go back for the rings, and they were very, very, very late for the wedding. And why they walked the beautiful bride, Mel, out to just stand there for such a long time, I don't know. She could have sat in the room and drank champagne. But it makes for good TV to have a very late groom to the wedding, and her nerves and her sparkly personality pretty much left the building. when she had to wait in front of everybody. It's humiliating. And it took the wind out of Mel's sails. She was so excited about this day. She dreamed about it her whole life. And this moment was really important to her, and it was ruined. So, needless to say, Mel's first impression of Luke was not good. And I love that he says, oh my gosh, I blew it. I have a bit of work to do to make up for this one. Because he gets it. And I also love that she realizes that she feels a certain way because of this. And he has to make it up to her because he ruined her day. And she's honest with him and tells him that from the very beginning. And I really believe communication is so important. So I'm really hopeful that this relationship, even though it started off a bit rough, that it's going to end in the fairy tale love that she has been looking for her whole life. I'm hopeful. The next couple up is gonna be a doozy. I mean, I'm here for this one. I'm excited about this one. So far, I'm excited about all of them, but I think this one might surprise us. Two very materialistic people and seemingly superficial. I mean, how much can you really know about somebody with just a brief little couple minutes? But I mean, that would make you superficial if you said that they were superficial. But anyway, it seems that it might be that Gia is a little bit more superficial than perhaps Scott would be looking for. But he likes his fast cars and he likes his material things as well. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, you can never really judge a book by its cover. So let's give Gia a break. She just came off so abrasive last episode and just kind of rude and just wanting to talk about herself. But let's see if a strong man will soften her up a bit. Scott says he's willing to compromise, but I'm not so sure if Gia is one of those people that does that. So, I mean, you can't just have one compromise. You have to have both compromise. Scott lives a really clean lifestyle, no smoking, no drinking, just work, 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 no fun at all. And this is why he needs somebody like Gia. She can bring the fun for sure. Both are very sexually driven, which is plus plus. Gia says beneath fake teeth, fake lips, and fake tits, she's really very real. I thought that was actually pretty funny because she doesn't look real. She looks like a Barbie doll, but underneath all that plastic, she says, is somebody really real. I love a good sense of humor. She has a young daughter and loves being a mom. She lives for that. And she's hoping that Scott is not affected by that and he is on board with this. And this is her real fear and concern, that she'll be matched with somebody who is not ready for taking care of somebody else's kid. When Gia talks about being bullied in school as a kid, it makes you understand a little bit as to maybe the fact that she is so superficial on the outside because it's her armor and she's protecting herself. I think we'll give her a pass. Let's see how this goes, and let's see if he could break down that big old wall that she has up. She's very nervous, and it's her wedding day. Of course she's nervous. She's a little bit of a bridezilla, and it's starting to come out. Her friends arrive, and they are wasted, and they're loud, and what are they doing? I mean, it's her day. They're acting like it's a party. It's a wedding. And she's not wasted yet. It's no fun for her to have her two best friends show up all wasted when they're supposed to be helping her calm down and get ready for her big day. Brooke and William are enjoying their cocktails and their 5 minutes of fame, and it totally pisses Gia off. She greets her friends with a "I'm not ready yet, F off," and they're like so offended by this I can understand that, but this is their friend of 10 years. Like, they don't know who she is and how she acts. And they make a big deal of it. Like, it's such a huge thing that she says that, when they probably heard her say it a million times. So this just shows you that they're excited about being on TV, and they don't really care about her feelings at that moment or the wedding. Mel is so honest with Luke that she is annoyed with him from the very get-go about being late and then chewing gum, and she's honest with him. And this is going to be really great in building this relationship. If she can just put all that aside, I think she'll be able to. But right now she can't. She's in shock. She can't believe that he did that and totally ruined her day. William, Gia's best friend, apologizes for being such a drama queen, and Gia just wants this day to be about her and her groom. And this is a big day, marrying a complete stranger, and she just needs some calm energy to get her to the ceremony in one piece and to calm down her nerves, because her nerves are going crazy. Scott is in for a treat. Not only does, when he sees her, is he gobsmacked. I mean, she's absolutely gorgeous. But the question is her high maintenance attitude going to be a problem for him? I mean, Brooke and William are thrilled Scotty's a hottie, is what they say, and they just think this guy's perfect for her right away. She is a looker, and we'll just see if her personality matches her outside, because they make a gorgeous couple. Matching veneers. A match made in heaven. Scott's mom, Julie, says that Gia could be really good for her son. She's a bit of a firecracker, and she thinks that he needs that because he can be a bit of a bore, she says. He's just like lives a really simple, boring life, and he needs someone in there to shake it up a bit and make him feel safe enough so that he can slow down and enjoy life and not just be in work mode 24/7. I think he's been protecting himself by doing that. It's a cute match. I think they could really be positive influences on each other for completely different reasons. I like this for both of them. You can tell Gia likes him a lot. And Gia is nervous about telling him that she is a mom. Mel is still very upset about Luke being late. I mean, she really can't let it go. It's really dampened her mood. And this is going to take some time. And Luke understands that they just need to get to know each other. And he gives her his jacket, which is such a great gesture. I mean, that's exactly the kind of man that she wants. A chivalrous man who thinks about his girl. And her talk with her mom is so wonderful. Her mom knows her daughter. She knows how she can be, and she knows how to calm her down. She says, in the grand scheme of things, girl, this is nothing. You won't even remember this soon. So let's just take it down a notch. Yes, he was late. That's a bummer. But, I mean, come on. It wasn't even his fault, really. I mean, she doesn't even know the story about why he was late. But I was glad that he didn't make excuses. I hate when people make excuses for their mistakes. He just went with it. But I think maybe if he had told her why he was late, he said he forgot the rings. I don't know. I guess you don't want to blame that on somebody else. It was truly his responsibility, and he blew it. But he's nervous. Now, back at Gia and Scott's wedding, Will, Gia's best friend, brings up the children topic. So, of course, William brings it up. I mean, this guy cannot help himself. She specifically asked everybody in her wedding party not to bring up that she has a daughter, because she wanted to be the one to tell this man, because she didn't know how he was going to react. And she's already caught feelings for him so quickly. She's just so nervous. And you don't want a man who isn't excited about your child, but it's a big responsibility to take on. So she wants to be the one to tell him. I really feel the family was getting along too well and having too much fun. So I'm like waiting for a moment where the shoe's going to drop. And it doesn't, because Will's moment just kind of went without a hitch. It was kind of forgotten. He said no, he didn't have kids, but he didn't ask her at that moment if she had a kid. He just answered the question, and then the uncle spills the beans to her family. Just how can you not, though? Why didn't she immediately tell him? I guess because she was nervous. But of course it's going to get out. Everybody's drinking and talking. You don't think somebody's going to ask? And they did. And poor Uncle John, he was so upset right away. He's like, oh my God, I wasn't supposed to say that. It gets back to her. Everybody points the finger at Uncle John, and Gia goes and says, we need to have a chat. And she brings him outside, and they have this lovely talk, and she's like, it's not your fault. I'm sorry. I don't hold it against you. And he's just so upset. But it makes her realize she needs to go have this talk with Scott immediately. So she brought Scott outside, and they talked, and she asked him, have you heard anything about any rumblings of anything? And he's like, he looked a little worried. He's like, about what? And then when she told him it was because she had a daughter, he was like, I've dated women with kids before. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. And just the way he reacted to the news was so promising, and I loved it for her. It took all of her stress away. There's a moment where Scott tells her, she's a part of you, and so she's a part of me. And I was like, oh my God, you just locked in the deal. You should have seen her heart just exploded. You could see it happen. I mean, could he have said anything more perfect or handled the situation any better? I don't think so. So I'm excited for both of these relationships for two completely different reasons. But so far, all four couples are super excited and bringing some interesting juice already. I already love this season, and it just keeps getting better and better. The judges are doing such a great job pairing people up together, and I hope you will tune in to my next episode. I also have another channel that's all things true crime and true crime stories in the news and true crime documentaries. So I hope you'll go check that out, and I hope you have a great weekend. Take care. Bye, you guys.